Hey, that's my cart, damn it! That's my cart!
It was a pain in the ass getting it here from the middle of the swamp, so I strongly suggest you fix the fucking forge.
Don't worry about it. You won't regret it. I have to fix it and clean it up a bit, but there'll soon be a second forge in the village. Thanks. Greetings, Vulcan.
I found some of the supplies you need to improve the guard's equipment.
Excellent. I have everything I need. I'll finally be able to make some decent equipment.
I'll tell the guard leader. They'll be glad to hear that. I'm leaving. I found your soldiers' bodies.
They were my best. I mean, it's sad. So, did you bring back their weapons? I know it's not pretty, but we need them bad.
Yeah, I brought you back their stuff. I just hope it helps the survivors.
Oh, I suppose it's better than nothing. I know I said I wasn't gonna pay you, but those lads won't be collecting their pay, so here, you have it.
I'm going.
So, you have returned. What is your desire?
I need more info about...
And you have decided...
Let's talk about something. Show me what you... Tell your boys to go and see the blacksmith. He'll repair their armor and weapons now.
Finally, some good news. Great job. That fucking asshole has been refusing to help me if I won't go scouring for his raw materials all over the swamp, as if I was his slave.
Yeah, the nerve of some people, right?
Take this for your trouble.
I'm going.
This is horrible. We can't just leave that woman in this prison. We must find a way to free her from here.
Sybil, do not do that! I know this woman. She is not here by accident. She is a witch. If you free her, we all run the risk of falling under the power of her magic.
But Father, we can't just let this poor person die here. It would be inhuman.
Inhuman? That is exactly what she is, my child.
He's the wicked one. Aeolus, is it not? He's the one who imprisoned me, with no food or water, and barely clothed.
I what? You lying bitch! Don't listen to her.
Father?
She is trying to manipulate you. Use your brain, child.
I'm begging you, get me out of here. I can't hold on much longer.
Who are you?
My name is Edwin. The ignorant will tell you that I'm a witch, a sorceress, or even a necromancer. The truth is much simpler and more socially acceptable. I am, in fact, a magician. But neither as powerful nor as evil-minded as they think me.
She lies to thee. She is hiding something, and it is not her body.
You would say that.
I beg your pardon.
No, nothing.
Believe me, she is powerful. She is evil, and she is a danger to us all.
You seem to know a lot about her. What the hell are you doing here anyway?
The steward asked me to look into a dark power that has been affecting some of the villagers. Something evil. And my search has led me here. It is no coincidence. That cursed woman is the cause.
I wouldn't expect him to admit to keeping a woman captive in the swamps for his own evil purposes.
Nonsense.
And so you just trotted out here with no escort? What? Were you afraid we'd charge you extra?
I came here as quickly as possible, yes, to stop you committing a grievous error. I was hoping that you would escort us back to the village afterwards. Without a supplement, yes. Seems to me that you are quite well paid.
I've never been in the habit of just letting people die like animals in a cage, whatever their crimes may be. This woman doesn't look like a dead walker. That's enough for me. We'll take her back to Valvanor, and you can tell your stories to them.
Stay away, you stupid girl! No, no, you fool! Don't release her!
Now meet your eternity.
What are you doing to him? Let him go!
Very well. You may have him. I am finished.
Father? Father! Oh no, no! This can't be happening!
You're gonna wish you died back in that cell, you sick bitch!
Wait, wait! If I am to die, I wish to know who stands before me.
I am Vulcan, Powder Master of the Freeborn Blades. And as for the man you made the mistake of killing, he was our...
That is not my question. Who stands before me? Are you an imbecile or blind?
I might be the mercenary who's gonna grab you by your snake of a tongue and throw you in the darkest pit she can find.
From what I can see, you're an imbecile, incapable of piercing the face that hides the true nature of the Red Scribes.
Well, I can pierce your face if that's all you want, in several places.
Mock if you like, lamb that you are. You insist on believing that your employers are only scholars, curious and inoffensive. Can you not see more? Red Scribes, Ice Lords, they come from the same mold, and they want the same thing. Some are simply more successful in their efforts. Aeolus thought I possessed knowledge which he could use to become the equal of the Ice Lords. That's why he questioned me.
That's ridiculous. You are the monster. You're a liar. My father wasn't like that. A liar! You murderer! You'll pay for what you did!
Sybil, wait! Shit. Witch, I suggest you behave yourself if you don't want to find yourself back rotting in that cell of yours. I am far from finished with you. I have questions. Lots of questions. And you better make damn sure that I like the answers.
So be it. Then I will tell you exactly what you want to hear, mercenary.
You had the upper hand. Why did you decide to kill the leader of the Red Scribes?
I desperately needed to replenish my power, so I drained his. My mood grows a bit murderous when I get too hungry, or when I spend too many days trapped in a filthy cell without so much as a toilet. Your friend was no hero. His aim was to reproduce the same ancient rituals that permitted powerful magicians to become the Ice Lords that we are fighting even now.
He was not my friend, he was my employer. And a very influential man. You could have spared him, giving credence to your version of events. But you chose to kill him, and thus any chance of them listening to you.
He was a deceitful and manipulative man. No one would have listened to me. So I permitted myself the pleasure of preventing him from harming anyone else.
The World Heart has had nothing but suffering from these magicians. I rejoice at this death. We need more like it.
Let's say I understand your reasons, but it was still a reprehensible thing to do that has put us both in a seriously shitty situation. We're gonna have to play this just right in Valvanor. We'll try to talk to the steward, or the Red Scribes will lynch you without a second thought.
We? Am I to infer that you're going to help me, gentle mercenary?
Somebody has to deal with it. You seem to take pleasure in exposing yourself. To trouble, I mean.
It's true. I hate denying myself a little pleasure, but I'm not worried about the outcome. Aeolus's daughter saw everything. She is an innocent, and will confirm everything that happened here. All you need to do is deliver your model prisoner to your steward.
The Red Scribes performed a ritual in an ancient temple. Does that mean anything to you?
So that's the reason why he disappeared. The ritual was designed to augment his power. Had it succeeded, he would have become an accomplished magician, the first step toward becoming an Ice Lord. Given the ease with which I killed him, I suspect the ritual was a failure, or at least a partial failure.
Let's just say the results weren't quite what he was hoping for, but something definitely happened. There was a burst of light, or maybe flame, and this thing entered inside me.
A thing? What thing?
Sort of parasite. The Red Scribes told me it was a demon.
Neither one nor the other, insolent girl. I bring thee flames. I bring thee the World Heart. I bring thee the power, and thou, who doth hold me back with thy ingratitude and thy weak, pitiful body, thou darest name me parasite?
Hello? You still here?
Huh? Oh yeah. I forgot to mention. She's kind of sensitive.
I must say, I have never heard of such a thing. It is, at the very least, troubling.
The end result is I sometimes find myself wondering who I am. What I am. That is, when we're not arguing, or it's not taking control without asking me what I think about it. Then again...
This is absolutely fascinating. I think, when we get the chance, we should talk about it in more depth, meaning we undoubtedly need to experiment a bit. There is probably much to learn from this demon.
We'll see. For now, we've got more pressing problems. Besides Aeolus, did you see any of the other Red Scribes?
I was drugged before being brought here. Aeolus is the only scribe who came to visit me during my captivity. But his second-in-command must have known, although I don't know exactly how much Aeolus was able to manipulate his puppets. If they are all as naive as his daughter, I imagine the temptation must have been great.
Let's finish this discussion in Valvanor. We'd better get back before they send a battalion out to look for us. He'll be pissed, but I've got to go face him.
Well, first go see your steward before the villagers decide to burn me at the stake. I'd rather stay here if you'd...
Why? You're not planning to give me the slip by any chance, are you?
I don't like the idea of getting locked up by the Red Scribes again. It might provoke me into a loss of my legendary restraint. And I'm sure that you don't want to have to scrape another one of your employers up off the ground.
Well, it's true that I prefer they remain in one piece. All right, fine. You can stay here. But if you get it in your head to run away, I will find you. And you won't like it when I do.
I'm trembling, but yes, I'll wait here.
Did you find this famous beast?
Found it and killed it. But don't hold your breath waiting for its fur for next winter. Because I didn't bring it back for you.
Excellent news. I knew the village could count on you.
Actually, not so excellent. Aeolus is dead.
Dead? But no, that's not possible. Are you sure?
When it doesn't move, and it doesn't breathe, and it looks at you with an even stupider gaze than one of your guards, that generally means it's dead, yeah.
I demand that you show some respect. The Red Scribes are a precious help to us here. Aeolus was a useful man, a good man, and he was under your care.
A precious help, huh? You know the beast didn't get there by accident, right? Your precious friends put it there to guard a woman they've been secretly holding prisoner for weeks.
A woman? In the middle of the swamp? That is unusual. But why would the scribes choose to do such a thing?
Other than the fact that they're walking libraries, we know nothing about their sect. Nobody's got any idea what they're capable of. But everybody keeps their mouths shut. Because they could do a few tricks. And we never had better doctors. Aeolus was even ready to kill his own daughter to cover up his secrets.
What nonsense is this? How can you make such ridiculous accusations? Am I to understand he died at your hands?
He was killed by his own magic. I had nothing to do with it. If you ask me, the guy was not much better than the Ice Lords. And as for my accusations, I'm just telling you what I saw with my own eyes. Don't believe me, ask his daughter. She'll confirm everything I've told you.
You can be assured that I shall. What do you know of this prisoner? If Aeolus held her captive, she must have been dangerous.
I don't know much. Edwin isn't exactly the talkative type.
Well then, you must find out immediately. As of now, she is your responsibility. I should deliver her to the Red Scribes without any further ado, yet, after what you have told me, I no longer know what to think. She will be given a fair hearing. Until that time, she never leaves your presence. If there is the least incident, I promise you, you shall answer for it. And there is no prison here, in case you had not noticed.
Okay, sounds fair to me.
However low your opinion was of Aeolus, his death is a great loss for Valvanor. He was meant to be looking into a most disturbing matter.
All right, I can see where this is headed. What do you want?
There is no guarantee that you have the necessary skills to handle this matter, Freeborn Blade. Even Mirana is flummoxed.
What is it? An epidemic?
That's exactly what I'd like to know. Several of the villagers have been behaving curiously of late. They have become distant, taciturn, and barely react to the world around them.
They're just hungover. You'd know if you got drunk more often. And you look like you need to.
I believe there are a few here who know the difference. It's something else. They seem very concentrated, as though they are observing us. I feared some kind of sickness and that it will spread throughout the village.
Got it. I'll slap him around a little. That should wake him up.
My goodness. That's not exactly what I had in mind, but I must confess the results interest me more than the methods.
Well, that's gonna be my method. So let's leave it at that if you don't mind. I'm not helping you because you made puppy eyes at the captain.
As I understand it, some people are behaving even more stupidly than they normally do?
That's right. They asked me to check it out.
Perfect. I'll come along with you.
Hang on. What's your interest in all of this? Is there some special reason you want to continue this investigation with me?
I am trapped in a filthy village full of hateful and suspicious peasants who wouldn't hesitate 1 second to burn me at the stake if you weren't here to stop them. If I stick with you, it's far less risky. And who knows? If I can help you, maybe they'll end up accepting me.
Okay. Fine, follow me.
I'll wait for you here.
Greetings, mercenary.
I have some... Did you know about Edwin?
Are you asking if I helped ALS? No, not voluntarily at any rate. Our late Grand Master asked me to carry out a medical examination of the woman while she was still our guest. Of course, he wanted me to be discreet, so I couldn't really examine her.
What did you learn?
Apart from the fact that your friend looks like a woman, human and in perfect health, nothing.
So, everything's normal?
Apparently, but as I said, I wasn't allowed to examine her. Everything looks normal, which isn't exactly the same thing. To get back to your initial question, the only part I played in the story was to give our Grand Master a powerful soporific. He must have used it to capture her, but believe me, I had absolutely no idea who the victim was going to be.
I gotta go.
Tell me, is it true that you're the demolitions man for the Freeborn Blades?
That's right.
You know, while I can't really do any big explosions, I do know how to make a few traps. And I've actually been working on a new one, but I'm in the dark on a few little details.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, that might sound a little twisted. Using sharp pieces of scrap metal, such as nails or small blades.
That's not a bad idea. The basic idea is fine, but there's a good chance we won't find the stuff we need around here. But we could replace the tar with...
And do you think we'll get similar results with these new materials?
Maybe even better. A little messy, but effective? Oh, hell yeah. I'll give you a list of the stuff we need. I'll let you go out and find it all. We'll meet back up in a few hours and assemble it, okay?
Perfect.
Leave me, Vulcan. I don't want to talk right now.
No, I'm staying. We have to talk about what happened. Putting it off until later will change nothing.
You could at least respect my grieving.
You're whining because you just found out your dear daddy was a son of a bitch, right?
Don't say that. He was my father.
Right. Your father who tried to kill you.
I don't believe he would have done that. He must have had his reasons. Maybe he wanted to scare me.
His reasons? I wonder what kind of reason he had for holding a woman prisoner in the swamps and leaving her to starve. Even I find that disgusting.
She was dangerous. She killed him.
I'm not saying she did the right thing. But if it wasn't for her, you'd be dead. You gotta stop hiding from the truth. Your father hid a lot of stuff from us.
I swear to you, I don't know. I don't know why he had that woman prisoner, and I don't know what happened at the temple.
Yeah, okay. So you don't want to know what he was plotting? What he was hiding from us?
Of course I do. It's the only way I can hope to understand what he did.
That's good. So now you have to dry your tears and pull it together. Since you obviously didn't know what he was up to, you are the only Red Scribe that I can trust. If you want to avenge your father, or even understand him, you're going to have to help me. But I warn you, I can't stand crybabies. Got it?
Yes, I get it. Your bluntness is eloquent. But don't worry, I'll be there when you need me.
See you later.
You didn't give me away to the steward. Why?
I figured you didn't need any more trouble, right after going through what you did in the swamps.
Well, that was thoughtful. Yes, considerate even. Fine then. At least this will allow us to get around without risking a witch hunt. And that is something.
I'm going to need your...
You offer me what?
Greetings. So, how... Do you know this woman?
Of course I know her. Her name's Agatha, and she's my wife these past 8 years. Even if the old cow treats me like she doesn't know me.
What happened to her?
Ask her yourself. She don't talk to me no more. I know we had our ups and downs, but still.
Is there anything else strange about her, apart from the not talking?
Well, she ain't much between the thighs, if that's what you mean. She don't say or do nothing. Just sort of lets me get on with it. She don't even pretend to notice what we're doing.
Men. Give them a piece of meat, and they're just a couple of minutes away from satisfaction and sleep.
I was only trying to give her a nice moment to patch things up between us, sort of.
That's not really what I was asking about, to be honest.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. There might be something else. I woke up this night, and she weren't there. I must have dozed a half hour before I gone back to sleep, but she never come back. I never saw her again until sunrise.
And I imagine you have no idea where she could have gone?
None. And she wouldn't say nothing to me, like usual. I hope that bitch ain't off seeing another man. That's all I need.
I can't imagine why she would want to do that. You seem like the perfect husband.
How long has she been like this?
It come over her like a dose of the shits a couple of days ago. See, she goes off with Jervis and the others to go and collect berries in the swamp, and when they comes back, not one of them will talk to me.
Where exactly did they go?
What? How the fuck should I know? You'll pardon me, but gathering berries is women's work. But at any rate, they never go far, otherwise they'd never come back at all.
So, she didn't go alone. Jervis is one of Mason's men, isn't he?
Yeah, that's him. There were 5 or 6 of them. Why don't you go and ask Jervis? He should be over by the barracks. He'll have a better chance. He'll talk to you if you don't mention me.
I will leave you now.
I think we'd better go back and talk to that drunken sot who pretends to be chief of the guard. We need to find out where that expedition is going.
Is it true you killed the beast?
Is it true that you quit the booze?
What? Ah, that's a load of bollocks.
I thought so. But I did kill the beast.
Right. Okay, then. You and me, we got off on the wrong foot. We owe you one. That's a man's job you done.
About those sentry guards. According to the steward, some of the villagers have been acting strange. Your man Jervis, he seems even more out of it than the rest of your troops.
Oh, him, yeah. Last couple of days, he's gone completely stupid. Shit. He's got it, too. He's gonna go all gaga like those other weirdos.
The fact that he led all the other weirdos on an expedition didn't surprise you any? Where'd they go?
Well, now you mention it, yeah, obviously. It makes sense. They went off toward the southeast, if I remember right.
Worthless wine sop.
Right. I'll check it out. Do you have any suggestions?
Hey, I'm not a bloody oracle. Bring me some clues, something concrete, anything, and then I can help you.
Okay. I'll come back when I know more. I'm going. Good day. Are you related to this man?
You might say that. Miliev is my husband. I'm called Nigella.
Well, do you know what's wrong with him? Have you noticed anything strange about him lately?
Well, of course I noticed. He's the one who's a vegetable, not me. Still, I must admit, it's been nice and peaceful.
How long ago did he change?
About 3 days ago. He went out hunting in the swamps, but when he come back empty-handed, he had that far-away look in his eyes.
In what way peaceful? Is he normally an active guy?
Active? You must be joking. But it's the first time in years I don't have to listen to him whinging and complaining all day long. And I don't know which of the gods I have to thank, but he don't snore no more neither.
You mean he sleeps soundly?
Well, he sleeps less, if that's what you mean. I've even caught him sneaking out in the middle of the night, but he always comes back after a few hours.
Do you have any idea where he goes off to?
No, I've got no idea. Not down the tavern, and that's the main thing.
It doesn't bother you at all?
Let's be honest. Considering the sort of women what are still available in the village, and what a rubbish lover he is, I doubt he's got a mistress. And he's hardly gonna find any gorgeous sluts wandering around the swamps.
You might be surprised.
You're too kind. I can't decide whether I'm flattered or vaguely insulted.
Don't change a thing, you're perfect.
So true. Thanks for noticing.
Sorry to have bothered you. I'll go.
We now know that our strange patients are going out at night. So, let's find out where they're going.
Vulcan, for fuck's sake, what did you do to Aeolas?
I never laid a finger on him, Captain. But if you want my opinion, I think he screwed us over.
So you had to kill him? That was our fucking employer. Could you not take 2 goddamn seconds to think about that?
I didn't kill him. It was this woman, Edwin. She killed him.
That's what they told me. That doesn't change the fact that that dish rag of a scribe was our client. And your job was to protect him. If he was trying to fuck us over, it's up to me to deal with that. And for a starter, where did this wee tart that's spilling out of her dress come from?
She was his prisoner, in the swamp. It looks like he was trying to get information out of her, which she obviously didn't give him, considering she's still alive.
All right, then. Maybe she can be of use to us. I already spoke with Aeolas's assistant. Seems he pulled the wool over their eyes as much as he did ours. They're petrified. So they've agreed to honor their contract with us. I need you to get this Edwin woman to talk. I want to know where she's from, who she is, who she works for. All of it. And watch out for the Red Scribes. We don't want to get fooled twice.
Understood, Captain. I'll check it out.
If you can find Hawk, tell him to get his arse back here. I sent him out on a recon mission and he still hasn't come back.
Do you think something happened to him?
Well, there aren't any decent whorehouses around here, so yes, something may well have happened to him.
I'll find him, sir. I'm leaving.
Ho there, Powder Woman. You still didn't manage to blow yourself up?
Pretty quiet around here, huh?
Yeah. Do you really imagine the Deadwalkers are going to forget about this place just because this swamp is dangerous?
No, but it'll slow them down, and maybe we'll see them coming.
Ha! You can bet your ass they're already here. There's something in the air that stinks, and I don't mean the locals either. I feel like the Ice Lords are watching us. Right now.
I have a few See you later.
Look at this. My favorite fucking...
About those villagers who've been acting weird. I found out that they disappear during the night.
And is that it? I imagine you'll have to follow them to find out what they do with their evenings and where they spend them.
I'm going.
Look at this.
About the... Do you have any suggestions?
We have to find out what the fuck they get up to at night. With a bit of luck, we'll understand what's going on in the southeast.
It'd be better if we start this evening. Wait till night falls.
Hey, you, don't doze off. It's time to go out for a stroll. I have to stay here and guard this sector.
No surprises there.
That was a close one. This whole business stinks. If we can't tell the difference between one of these creatures and the villagers, we're totally fucked. It seemed like they were coming back from the southeast swamps. Maybe something down there is causing all this shit.
Whatever power be the origin of these possessions, it be ours.
I'll check it out.
We go east, then. I'm not happy about any of this. More and more, I am sensing the Ice Lords behind all of this. You should speak about it with your captain.
Captain, we're under attack! The Deadwalkers are headed this way. We need to get ready for them.
Are you serious, Vulcan?
As a heart attack, Captain. You remember those strange guys? They were possessed by a Deadwalker creature. It was able to use them to find out everything there is to know about this place and send the information back to their leaders.
Delightful. That's all I needed. Right. You go and sort out the spies. I'll handle setting up defenses for this rat hole.
Got it, Captain.
Vulcan, over here. I came across this enormous creature. It's an absolute monster. You've never seen anything like it. Oh, I'd love to catch it. It would make one hell of a trophy, but I'm not sure I can take it down alone. You feel like lending me a hand?
You know the captain's looking for you?
Fuck the captain. Oh, come on. He can wait. The beastie out there can't. It could lose itself in the mist at any moment, and we'd never find it.
Okay, then. Considering how excited you are, I'm kind of curious to see the thing. Come on, let's go.
Ah, yes! I owe you one. Come on. I'd never have brought it down without your help. I'll get back to my patrol. Tell the captain not to worry about me.
Captain?
There is none that thou knowest in this cavern, rest assured of that. The being that lives here wishes to take over this body.
Huh? You mean my body?
A pity that thou art not as combative with it. It is consuming thy mind even now, and yet thou dost offer no resistance. If thou dost allow it to continue, thou wilt be erased, replaced, and that is not in my best interest either.
Now that's ironic. Isn't that what you're doing to me?
An insulting comparison. This parasite is nothing. It is insignificant. I can protect us, if thou dost allow it. Thou shouldst give me more space, more liberty. Open thy mind instead of keeping me prisoner.
Yeah, we'll see. You're asking me to let you come in and mark out your territory. But at what price?
Thou wilt gain access to a greater part of me. To my knowledge. To my power. All that thou risketh is to gain in knowledge and power. And that can do thee no harm. We shall only be stronger, both of us.
Well, let's see. Everything is rosy and without a care.
I imagine that thou wouldst undergo a slight physical transformation. Thy body was not conceived to contain a power such as mine. It will consume thee if thou refusest to evolve.
There we go. Admit it. You feel better.
Whatever thou risketh in trusting me is insignificant in comparison with what awaits us if thou dost stay and do nothing. If thou dost refuse to evolve, we will both soon be lost, and this world will follow.
Let's get out of this hole and try to think of something else. Edwin or the Red Scribes will surely find another solution.
Thou dost flee. We have no confidence in these people. We both know this. Just as we both know that thou wilt never pierce the secret of this cave without me.
Maybe not without you, but definitely not like this. Whether the Scribes are worthy of trust or not is really not the question. Everybody feels like it's in their interest for us to succeed.
Everyone has a different view of what the meaning of success is.
I just want to get shit-faced and never have to hear your voice again.
Judging by your vacant look, I assume you've had an exchange with the demon.
She offered to protect me against the magic that haunts this cave, on the condition that I let her have more space in my mind.
And? Did it not work?
I refused. I'd rather explore some other solutions before I risk losing my mind, thank you very much.
It's ridiculous. You have the potential to become the most powerful being in Vertial. And you refuse that opportunity because you're afraid of not being able to control it? Time is short. The thing in that cave grows ever more powerful with the passing of each hour.
Vulcan, I do love our little chats, but shouldn't you be doing something?
Hawk will finish up his recon and head straight back. Don't worry, Captain.
You've been working for me long enough to know one thing. I never worry.
I'm leaving.
I'll wait for you here.
Greetings, mercenary.
There's a cave I can't enter. Something inside tries to devour my mind. You wouldn't have anything I can use for protection, would you?
Funny you're asking. Turns out I started working on a potion to help you fight the presence of the demon in your mind. But its effects should also help you against an external intrusion.
I need it right away. The safety of the village depends on it.
I made 2 doses. Here, take them. If someone is with you, it can be used to protect them too.
Thank you.
Hey, Vulcan. I was looking for you. I need to ask you something.
What can I do for you?
Nothing, really. Just... what can you tell me about your new friend, the sorceress?
Her name is Edwin. I know that it might not seem like it, but I'm pretty sure that we can trust her.
You should learn more about her.
That was pretty much my plan, but why are you so curious about her?
Oh, I'm just being careful, cautious. I'm just keeping abreast, that's all.
I know little of the ways of elves. Is this their normal way of speaking?
Yeah, well, I'll let you know if I find out anything. How's it going with your new trap?
To be brutally honest, I haven't made much progress.
Got all the materials?
Yes, I have gathered everything you said to get.
Perfect. Now I'll show you how to assemble it. This looks pretty good. Maybe I should build some of these for myself.
I can't wait to try them out.
Let's change the subject. I'll leave you here.
Have you decided?
I'm working on it.
Meanwhile, I remain a prisoner.
You're free to do what you want as long as you stay in the village or with me. But if you cross the line, I'm the one who'll straighten you out. So, one false move and I blow you up. And that can be painful. Are we clear?
Yes, very clear. And perfect timing as well. It just so happens that I have absolutely no intention of disturbing this delicious village in any way. A place whose tragic end now seems ordained, and over whose corpse the red scribes and freeborn blades will scrabble in the bleeding mud. A spectacle which promises to be unique, and one I wouldn't dream of missing for the world.
Well, enjoy the show. But if I ever need your help, I want to be able to count on it.
Very well. You may consider that we have an arrangement.
I'm going to need your talents. Come with me.
You offer me what? Sword play? Suspicion and sarcasm? Huh. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
This is the place. Now's the time to find out if this potion is going to work.
This is... This brew is worse than those sold by common charlatans. I wouldn't count on it doing much. Beware of those creatures. They are powerful and probably the most vicious in all the Deadwalker army.
But you must have figured that out, right? So if you've got a message to deliver, you're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Forget it. I came down here to look for mushrooms.
Do you believe you've won a victory, mortal? The dead walkers come. Your pathetic little village has been discovered, and soon will no longer exist. Today I fall, but dozens of new brothers and sisters will rise from the dead. The Dark Lords will raise me up again, and they will reward me.
Well, your Ice Lords have never messed with a Powder Master, now have they?
If you listen to the rabble who actually live in the swamps, we should head back to the village now. If he was right, and a general is directing the attack, only your power could stop them.
I know this place. The village is not far away. To the right.
me, Vulcan. Where were you? We were up to our necks in it. They're everywhere. We're holding this gate, but I think the others have been overrun.
You know where the captain is?
He headed for the center of the village. Sounded like it wasn't going well over there. You should go and help him.
Is on the move again, and he's not wasting any time.
The puppet he confronts, it is not like the others.
It's more likely to be the puppet master. He looks like a Deadwalker general. He's probably leading the assault on Valvanor.
All of this power he animates with, it belongs to me. It was stolen and twisted by your miserable magicians. It is time to take back what is mine by right.
If you're planning to take care of him like all the others, sounds good to me. Prince Arundel won't last long facing that kind of monster.
He is using more power than thou wilt allow me to deploy.
I can take care of myself. And here's my plan. I'm gonna come at him with everything I've got. Killing their general is gonna screw up our enemies big time. Let's go do it.
But he seems to want to take revenge personally.
That was one tough, undead son of a bitch. But it won't be commanding anyone now. Without their general, the Dead Walkers should leave us alone for a while. But they'll reorganize, so we can't stay here.
You're right, mercenary. Let's use the time to leave. It's now or never if we're going to get to Karalthas. My father and the armies of the Free Nations should be there. If we hurry, we may be able to participate in the mother of all battles and finally push back the Ice Lords.
If thou dost throw thyself in this battle, the only thing that thou wouldst find is thy death, and the only chance thou hast for saving this world will disappear with thee. Their armies will not win. He knows this, but that is not what motivates him. He is seeking his father's approval. He wants to buy the crown by delivering us to his king. He believes we are at his command. But he is mistaken. I only serve and live for the World Heart. Thy elven city is closer, I can feel it. Forget these suicidal battles. If thou join with them, thy so-called friends will end up turning against thee out of fear or envy.
Edwin seems fascinated by you, and I'm the only one who has supported her. She has no reason to oppose me.
The Alliance of Pariahs. Do not say that thou dost really believe that. Especially about that sorceress. She will do anything for a bit of power, and thou wouldst cling to her yet? Thou hast no more choice. Thou must hasten to the World Heart and purify it. It is thine only chance. Do combat there, and if thou art not slain, at least one of thy companions, if not all of them, will betray thee to try and control or study the power I bring thee.
Vulcan? Vulcan? You were far away. Is it the demon? He was talking to you, wasn't he?
Yeah, not that he has much to say.
You have to make a decision soon. Will you join us in the battle at Karalthas?
I don't know yet.
I understand. It's been a long day. I'll let you think it over for a while. Let me know when you've made a decision.
Do you think we should listen to Prince Arundel and go with him to Karalthas?
The great elven army and what is left of the human army in this part of Vertial are now gathering at Karalthas. Separately, none of these troops stood a chance. But united... well, in any case, it's the only hope we have left. Reinforcements from the Freeborn Blades and Red Scribes will help. And so will you, from what I've seen. And even if I don't approve of all the strategic choices made by my sovereign these last few years, I think he'll rise to the occasion now that he can no longer retreat. He knows the lands around Karalthas perfectly, so I'm sure he will bring the battle onto terrain that will favor us. And since you're curious to know more about what happened to you, my people's scholars are famous. They can surely help you.
You've got it all figured out.
I believe we can manage to hold the Deadwalker army back this time, though it's a bit early to start celebrating.
What do you intend to do now? You can't stay here.
I have to talk things over with the other members of my order. But we planned on going to Corralthas, and I think that is still the best idea. Everything that is left of the human and elf armies is there. If we join forces, we should be strong enough to hold out against the Deadwalkers. The contract with your company only ends once there anyway, and I doubt your captain wants to break it. What's more, it might be an excellent opportunity to learn more about your guest. The Elven sages are famous, and their library holds many reference books. And I suggest, until we should learn more, that you neither listen to it nor obey it. I think it's lying to you, manipulating you, and that it has other goals than just our survival.
Arundel wants me to go with him to Carolthas. What do you think?
You should go with him. Carolthas is our only hope for now, and the prince seems like a good man. We would be safer there. Both the human and elven armies are gathered there, and I believe you may find some answers there also. The elven sages are some of the wisest people on Vertial. If anyone can figure out what has happened to you, they can.
It's pretty obvious what happened to me. A demon has somehow gotten into my head, and now I gotta live with it.
And this does not worry you?
All I know is, I'm a lot stronger since this demon possessed me.
For now, all you seem to care about are these newfound powers, this presence that makes you feel stronger. But what will happen if it also grows stronger? Have you noticed how much you have already changed? I fear that soon there will be little left of Vulcan. In any case, you must find out more about this thing. You must go to Carolthas so they can examine you. I believe you must find a way to control this thing, or even rid yourself of it before it's too late.
Prince Arundel is asking us to join up with his forces in Carolthas to fight the Deadwalker army. What do you think?
For years now, the Knight has fought in many battles and with many different armies. The generals, the kings, and the chiefs of those armies were usually ready to sacrifice the lives of their men with no remorse in order to win. If the mercenary goes to Carolthas, this prince will use her for his own purposes and sacrifice her if needs be. He cares for nothing beyond his own safety. And if he is faced with the Ice Lords, he would turn and flee, as did his brothers before him. The Knight is weary of these doubts and petty thoughts. He wishes to return to the attack and strike the Ice Lords at their very hearts. If he was in the mercenaries' place, he would listen to the demon and follow its plan. And he would like to know that he would not stand alone in this final battle.
We're gonna be able to break camp soon. Where is our next objective?
For now, we're going to stick with the Red Scribes. They haven't paid us yet, and they won't until we reach Carolthas. In any case, that's where we're headed. I sent Wolf on ahead of us a few weeks ago to see if he could find fresh volunteers for us, but I don't think there's much hope of that. This war is looking worse and worse for us. In 10 years fighting, the Deadwalkers haven't lost a single battle. I suppose we could hide for a while. But considering what's left of Vertial, that would be like hiding in a pile of ashes. We have to come up with some alternatives. And for now, I can only think of one. The demon. For the moment, it's the only card we have left to play.
Thy captain is less stubborn than thee. Methinks I should perhaps have chosen him as a vessel.
She is the best weapon we have. Since she's been with me, we've beaten a Juggernaut and a Deadwalker general. She could be the thing that changes the course of this war for us.
I never know if it's you or it that's talking to me. But I feel like we have the same goals. So let's go to Carolthas. We'll link up with our brothers in arms and try to find a way to access the World Heart. I'm not going to pretend this is the best plan I've ever made. To tell you the truth, it's not even a plan. But I guess we're going to have to defer to this demon.
Do you think we ought to follow the prince to Carolthas?
If you want to get to the World Heart, we'll need to go by there. But the prince's company seems both unnecessary and dangerous. Believe me, I know his type all too well. Invested with a mission he is soon overwhelmed by, probably named by some obscure prophecy. In the name of his family, or because of an idealized vision of his future duties as sovereign, he will give his all. In other words, all his imbecility. Chasing after glory and honor unprepared and unprotected, he will only lead us to disaster.
Seeing the shit we're in, I don't think he's doing it just for the glory. He's got an interest in having everybody survive.
And in making it look like everyone has survived entirely due to his talents, and not those of a mercenary who can produce flames and defeat a general of the Deadwalkers. Do you really believe he wants you around just because he enjoys your company? Not to mention the increasing threat implied by our friends dressed all in red.
What do you suggest we do?
When we get to Carolthas, we better give them the slip and head to Blackfrost's domain.
Why should we go down there?
Because those lands are positioned quite close to the city of the elves, and like all the lands of the Ice Lords, it's a point of entry into the World Heart.